I'm Governor Larry Hogan. Our state is taking unprecedented and aggressive actions in the fight to stop the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic here in Maryland. As you know, I recently issued a stay-at-home directive to ensure that no Marylander leaves his or her home unless it is for an essential job or for an essential purpose. I know how difficult this is on each and every one of you. There's a great deal of fear and anxiety, and the truth is that none of us really know how bad this is going to get or how long it's going to last. But I can promise you that there are a great many dedicated people doing tremendous things, working around the clock, and doing their very best to help keep Marylanders safe. In the days to come, we're going to need to depend on each other, to look out for one another, and to take care of each other, because we are all in this together, and we will get through this together.
This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, keeping you informed about the happenings in Annapolis and the area. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. The Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, May 14th, 2020. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Yesterday afternoon, a man was flown to the R. Adams Cowley Shock Trauma Center in Baltimore after a midday shooting at the Harbor House community in Eastport. Just after 3 p.m. yesterday, the Annapolis Police Department responded to a reported shooting in the 1100 block of Madison Street in the Harbor House Apartments that is owned by HACA. On arrival, the police did find a male victim suffering from what appeared to be a gunshot wound to the head. The Annapolis Fire Department responded and transported the victim to Annapolis Middle School, where he was met by a Maryland State Police helicopter and taken to the R. Adams Cowley Shock Trauma Center with life-threatening injuries. We don't have any more information on the victim, and at this time, the police do not have a suspect. We will update the story a little bit later today, so you want to make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net a little bit later on today. The big news came late yesterday afternoon from Governor Larry Hogan, and we have now entered Stage 1 of the Maryland Roadmap to Recovery. What does Stage 1 mean? Well, it means that effective May 15th at 5 p.m., the stay-at-home order will be lifted, and it is going to be replaced by a safer-at-home public advisory. The difference being that they are requesting you to stay at home as much as possible. Other steps to the recovery will be the safe reopening of retail stores at 50% capacity, along with some precautions to encourage curbside pickup and delivery. Manufacturing can start up again with some precautions. Barbershops, hair salons can open at 50% capacity by appointment only. Pet groomers, adoption shelters, car washes all can open up, and churches now can safely hold religious services. They're encouraged to be outside, but if they are inside, they need to be at 50% capacity. Masks are still required in retail stores, indoor public areas, as well as public transportation, and I, for one, can't wait to get a haircut. But he did throw in there that individual counties will make their own decisions on the reopenings of Stage 1 activities. And shortly after Governor Hogan made his announcement, County Executive Pittman sent out a tweet saying, "Today, Governor Larry Hogan inched forward on the roadmap to recovery, allowing some restrictions to be lifted where local health officials believe that metrics have been achieved. In the coming days, I'll review the proposals with AA Health, which is our health officer, Dr. Colin Marman, and announce which ones we will implement." So it does look like the county executive is not going to take the governor's recommendations lock, stock, and barrel. And I believe there may be a little bit of a tit-for-tat going on here. County Executive Pittman was upset that the governor didn't consult with him before allowing voting the other day. My guess is that the county executive will generally accept the governor's recommendations, but modify it slightly just so he can call it his own. And finally, as we wrap up, congratulations to Don Harrison and Shawn Stepner from WMAR ABC2. Shawn is a sports reporter and Don is a photojournalist, and they have won a regional Edward R. Murrow Award in sports reporting for their story called Hockey Greater Than Hate. And what this is a story of Divine Apollon, who was racially taunted during a hockey game. He does play for the Metro Maple Leafs, which is a 14-and-under team that's based in Odenton. And Stepner and Harrison followed the story of how the team took an act of hate, used it to make a difference in their community. It is a really good, uplifting story. You want to go to eyeonannapolis.net. We do have a link to that story right there as well. So congratulations to Shawn and Disco. A job very well done. All right, that does wrap it up for today. Please make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net because we're going to be updating these stories and more throughout the day. If you are someplace you can leave a rating or a review, please do that as well. And let your friends, family, coworkers, and colleagues all know how to get a podcast, how to subscribe to a podcast, and how to subscribe to this one because that'll really help us grow. Now it is Thursday, and we do have Trevor standing by from Annapolis Makerspace with your Annapolis Makerspace Maker Minutes. And of course, as we have every day, we have George Young with your local DMV weather forecast. And it's starting to warm up. All that coming up in just 1 minute, but first, Solar Energy Services.
Hello, Marylanders. This is Rick Peters from Solar Energy Services in Millersville, Maryland, wishing you good health and a rapid return to prosperity. Uncertainty is one of the hardest parts of our current situation. As we move towards our new normal, you may want to consider adding more certainty to your financial future by locking in the low cost of clean solar energy. The economics of solar are tremendous, and there's no better source than the trusted team at Solar Energy Services. Residential solar projects typically earn the homeowner 8 to 12% annually over the life of the system, with even better returns for commercial systems. If you have some downtime now, take advantage of our powerful remote design capabilities, allowing one of our experienced solar designers to provide a presentation, followed by a detailed, accurate proposal, all from a safe distance. Call us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net. Sunshine's are wasted, but together we'll get through this.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
Going out? You need the most up-to-date local weather. Here's George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis with today's forecast.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, May 14th. Yesterday was very nice across Anne Arundel County, with temps in the 60s for most, with a few scattered 70-plus readings, though it did remain a bit breezier than expected. And today will likely be a bit nicer, with mixed skies and temps 70-plus for most around the region, though it will remain cooler if you're right along the waters of the Chesapeake. From there, the big warm-up comes Friday with highs in the 80s, with more upper 70s to mid-80s expected Saturday, with some potential changes to Sunday's forecast as high pressure to the north and a late-developing low-pressure center off of the southeastern coast conspire together to feed air into the Annapolis region from the east, which could make conditions cooler than originally expected, with highs maybe only upper 60s to upper 70s. So stay tuned for updates on that. But get ready for a very nice warm-up over the next 3 days with the expectation for some possible showers or even a few thunderstorms each day, Friday through Sunday. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Make it a great day out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching DCMDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores. And also be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter and use our website at dmvweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
This is Wes Adams, candidate for Circuit Court Judge. As your former state's attorney, I built a reputation for being fair for our community, tough on violent crime, and compassionate to those in need. I work to set up specialized court proceedings designed to support recovery and to get our vets out of the criminal justice system. I partnered with our schools to help protect students and break the school-to-prison pipeline. I will bring these same values as judge to the Circuit Court. I respectfully ask that you vote for me, Wes Adams, on June 2nd.
Paid for by the Friends of Wes Adams. John Spencer, Treasurer.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Makers Minute, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. Anne Marie Sculpture Gardens continues to do their online activities to keep us all entertained and informed during the lockdown. Today is Green Queen's Art Scene. Join the Green Queen in their virtual art lab aimed at reducing, reusing, and recycling common household items while learning fun art and craft techniques. Tomorrow's Nature Notes with Hester Birch, their staff naturalist, as she explores what's in bloom and what's new in the park. Monday is Arts Park, virtual family art hour, where they show you how to build your own sculpture park playsets inspired by the art and nature at the gardens. Tuesday is another Behind the Brush, virtual home studio series with a peek inside local artists' home studios to see their latest works in progress. And Wednesday is Picture This, their virtual preschool art and story time. Also check out their ongoing virtual May Market, support local vendors with a sneak peek of each artist's shop and a link to directly connect with them. The Makers Market is a great place to find handmade, homemade, and homegrown products from local artists. The Children's Theater of Annapolis continues their programs online. Today is a musical story time for ages 3 through 5, as well as an acting workshop for ages 8 through 14. Tomorrow, as well as next Wednesday, they have a morning motivation for all ages. Also tomorrow, they have an acting workshop for ages 12 through 18. Monday, they have a bunch of stuff, with musical theater production workshop for ages 7 through 14, musical theater dance for ages 12 through 18, and then both Monday and Wednesday, they have a musical theater production workshop for ages 7 through 14 in the afternoon, and another one in the evening for ages 11 through 18. Tuesday is a musical story time for preschoolers, as well as a voice workshop for ages 8 through 14. I stumbled across the children's theater workshops on the Chesapeake Family Calendar, which has lots of other interesting stuff worth checking out, including concerts, museum tours, paint workshops, as well as a bunch of other things. Check them out at ChesapeakeFamily.com. Wine and Design in Annapolis is offering take-home kits still. This week, check out their Coastal Palms, Late Night Light Show, Maryland Crab, Maryland Valley View, and Sunny Day Flower take-home kits. The Kid Museum in Bethesda is still doing some fun stuff online. Their Make It Live Project of the Day workshops for kids this week includes do-it-yourself cars for K through 4th grade and secret codes and cryptography for 6th through 8th grades, both tomorrow. No other workshops are on the schedule, but we'll keep you informed if we see any new ones pop up. Also, check out their Make It DIY pre-recorded activities. This week they include lemon volcanoes, penny science, make your own lava lamp, do-it-yourself crystals, and make your own weather station. The B&O Railroad Museum has all their previous story times and activities recorded and ready to watch anytime, with 15 recorded so far. Coming up today is a new one with All My Stripes, a story for children with autism. Read the book, then enjoy an inclusive sensory activity perfect for children with autism spectrum disorder or sensory processing differences, playing with a sensory-friendly snowball that won't melt. Code Ninjas in Edgewater is still offering online mentoring in coding and math for kids, Tuesdays through Saturdays. And if you're looking for local streaming music, the Annapolis Streaming Facebook group continues to roll out a bunch of fun stuff. Tonight is the AM/FM fundraiser story time, Doug Segree, Brian Jones live solo bass stream, joint operation, as well as the Eastport Oyster Boys with the Schooner Woodwind virtual cruise. That's 5 different shows just tonight. Tomorrow is both a virtual DJ happy hour, as well as the Friday back porch jam sessions. Saturday is both the Quarantine Country live stream, as well as the Jimmy's Chicken Shack first full band live feed. Sunday is Shawn Owen's Acoustic Sunday Fun Day, as well as Doc Pine's Doomsday Brunch. And then on Monday, we have Nate's Monday Nooner webset. Tuesday, Ray of Light Studios is doing an online charcoal drawing workshop. Sign up is due today, though, so they can ship you the materials needed for the class. Local by Design is still selling pieces from their local artists on their online shop. Art Farm is still doing their Art Farm Sketch-On sketch challenges, and summer art camp registration is still open. You don't have to pay the full thing right now, and if classes get canceled, they'll offer a full refund. But classes are bound to fill up fast if everything opens up on schedule. And also check out Art Farm's online virtual classes. Both tomorrow and Monday, they're doing a mixed media class for ages 8 through 15. Tomorrow, as well as Wednesday, they're doing an acrylic painting class for ages 13 through adult. Saturday, they're doing a watercolor class for ages 13 through adult. Tuesday, they're doing a nature art class for ages 8 through 15. And Wednesday is their Sumi E painting class for ages 8 through adult. And be sure to check out Art Farm's virtual art gallery, where all art is for sale, including art from Annapolis and local artists. And if you've enjoyed the improv classes at Art Farm, or always wanted to check them out, Reflex Improv is starting 2 6-week classes, starting Wednesday. Intro to sketch writing and Intro to Improv online. Also check out their free open improv classes Monday through Thursday. At Maryland Hall, registration is still open for their summer camp for kids, as well as their upcoming online classes, including landscape and watercolor with Linda Luke, as well as guitar sessions with Brian Ewald. At the Anne Arundel County Public Library System this week, they continue with a bunch of Facebook Live story times every weekday, but also today they have Introduction to Genealogy Researches at Anne Arundel County Public Library. Tomorrow they have their Great Movies discussion, this time with Nebraska, starring Bruce Dern and Will Forte. All of their great movies can be watched through the library's access to Canopy, spelled with a K. On Monday is Mondays Are Murder Online true crime discussion. This month's discussion centers around the Night Stalker Richard Ramirez. Tuesday they're doing both a homework help chat, where they'll show you the homework center resources offered through the library. And also on Tuesday they're doing Staying Afloat, Navigating Your Finances in Uncertain Financial Times. On Wednesday is the Intro to the Library ebooks and streaming, as well as a librarian discussion with Third Eye Comics. Join the library as they talk with Third Eye Comics and talk about all things comics and graphic novels. Learn how you can access the library's collection of comics online and how to connect with Third Eye Comics. Congo's Learning Lab and Coder Kids Club in Crofton is still offering online classes, as well as virtual parties. If your kids are having a birthday coming up or just want to get together with their friends, Congo's has a great way to get them all together virtually online and interact in fun ways. And at Annapolis Makerspace this week, on Tuesday we have our monthly CAD and CAM with Fusion 360 3D design class and CNC discussion with Russ. Online, of course. You can find links to all of these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website at makeannapolis.org. And I hope everyone is doing well and staying safe. And remember, whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
Whether it's a fire, a hurricane, or a virus, Annapolis comes together. We've done it time and time again, because this is a town that gets it, a town that knows how to lift each other up when the world falls down. As we face this new challenge, I encourage our community to come together as we've always done. I'm Steve Samaras from Zachary's Jewelers. I pledge to lend a hand to support my family, my team, my neighbors, and the small businesses in our town. Together, let's do what we've always done.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., keeping you informed with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And take a moment to listen to our other podcast, The Maryland Crabs, released every Thursday at noon.